we will be conducting a quick bite on the fundamentals of Jubilant FoodWorks, the company behind the Domino's brand in India. This analysis will also help uncover a few secrets of this rather fascinating fast food chain in the Indian context. Jubilant FoodWorks is a market leader in the chain segment of quick service restaurant or QSR market, and the chain segment comprises 55% of the organized Indian QSR market as of 2019. The unprecedented success of Domino's in India has led to Jubilant FoodWorks expanding its operations to 3 other countries, which are Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Nepal.
Though profit after tax registered a strong double-digit growth from financial year 2015 to financial year 2017, it saw an increase of nearly 5% in financial year 2018 and degrowth in the next 2 years. Consequently, ROE and ROCE ratios peaked out at 21.7% and 29.4% in financial year 2017 and slid to 11.5% and 14.7% in financial year 2020. There was a negative impact on cash flow from operations as it came down from the peak levels of Rs 11,788 crores in financial year 2018 to Rs 3,496 crores in 2020.
Now, no ship can reach its destination unless its captain can adjust its sails to suit the direction of the wind. Britannia is the perfect example of this analogy. It has a strong management team that is headed by Varun Berry. Varun played a critical role in reversing the trend of Britannia losing market share from 2000 to 2013 to gaining market share from 2013 to 2020 and establishing it as the leader in the biscuits category. His team has taken several measures, such as increasing the distribution reach to the Hindi-speaking belts of India, launching new products, and driving cost control initiatives. Much of its success can be attributed to the leadership's proactive approach. For instance, during the COVID crisis, Britannia took various steps to ramp up its operations. Today, we are going to be focusing on one such sector, the real estate sector. The real estate industry's fortunes are cyclical in nature. The last decade has not been very good for this industry and has been marred by several structural changes such as demonetization, the introduction of RERA, which was critical in weeding out the weaker players, followed by the NPA-related NBFC crisis, and the revised GST structure which increased construction costs. Consequently, the sector has been in a down cycle. The COVID pandemic has further worsened the situation, leading to a build-up of inventory worth Rs 2 trillion.